Welcome everyone to the new chapter of our Undisputed boxing series as we are diving into the ring of madness once more. I've heard a little rumor that developers might release an update during the holidays, which is gonna be an amazing thing to happen that might address a few of the game issues and might add some new features to the game. But we can wait and see. Oh, it seems that my profile is restored. I can see my banner and everything, so that means online is restored. But let's check the prize fights first. They are updated or not. I hope you have been having a fantastic day wherever you are and enjoying the holidays or just life in general. I've been having a hard time with my mouse. It's a G900 Chaos Spectrum from Logitech, which is disconnecting non-stop. So yes, they have not been resetted. So let's see what this is. I think this is a mid-fight prize fight. This would be interesting. Yeah, Crawford against Martinez. I think we did a KO on this one last time we tried. Now that I'm getting my bearing with the boxing, the combos, and technical aspect of this game, I'm enjoying this even more. Although I have been struggling with some of the keys, buttons, I should say, and some of the punches or like throwing, hugging, clinching, let's say, that I do not do them actually. I do not press the button corresponding to those actions, but they happen nonetheless. I am dealing with that until they patch it. If you have been following the previous streams of this game, you have seen that happening many times during each fight. It becomes especially more severe when I put the opponent in a dazed state. I cannot be fast and react. Like, I'm throwing a punch and then my character is pushing, and that pushing animation takes like 1.5 seconds. And that's more than enough for the opponent to recover. Although it might be my controller, I'm not sure, but the chances of that being true is very minimal. Still, until the next update, we will not know for sure. I have actually talked about this in the official Discord, but they are more interested in other areas of the game that needs improvement. Most of the people who like this game are really technical about boxing itself and then translation of that technicality into the game. And they are pushing the developers to deliver those things inside the game, but developers are kind of silent about that. And why the hell the frame rate is so slow? I can feel it from here. And I can feel the heat in the ring. Yeah, weirdly.
I'm Todd Grisham. There's no other.
This is weird.
And you like it. Welcome inside the Grand Theater. And next.
This is weird. Why the frame rate is so low? Maybe make it full screen. That might. This could be my. It did not fix it.
For the broadcast, the one and only Johnny.
let's bring it back to borderless. There, it was preloading the shaders.
Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
It's time. And here he is.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Omaha, Nebraska, here is an acclaimed 3-division champion of the world, Terrence Bud Crawford.
A very agile
Fighting
boxer.
out of the blue corner from Buenos Aires, Argentina, here is a unified and sensational middleweight champion of the world, introducing Sergio Maravilla Martinez.
We welcome you to this beautiful theater. Shakespeare has nothing on the drama that we've seen between these two fighters.
This is the fight of pride. This is two warriors that want to get in there and beat the hell out of each other. This is that fight.
All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
Let's get it
These
on.
athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. And this is with that jab.
Agile boxer, I like it.
Nice counter shot with the right hand. Both men step back for just a moment.
You see that push? That push shove is not what I do.
We welcome you to this beautiful theater where every seat has been sold, but the fans will only need the edge. We expect a standing ovation when these two are done.
Walk in. You cannot hide or duck or stand behind anybody. The audience is on you. They see every single movement, every single twitch. If you're scared, the thousands of people that are here in this place,
You see that? That's
they
not
will
me.
spot it.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Got out of the way of that right hook. And he just missed with that left jab. He missed with that jab. Very close round with 10 seconds to go.
Ouch.
Talk about Bud Crawford. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
Dominant.
What do we expect to see here in round two? Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
I'm gonna destroy your body. Keep defending your head.
Counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind. Both want a knockout, you can tell. Great counter right hand there. Just gets out of the way of that right uppercut. That left counter was perfectly timed.
Uh-oh, head is in danger.
They exchange punches.
Ouch, ouch, ouch. Come on, get the hell out of there.
They're giving us a high-tempo show. Perfect counter shot. He gets out of the way of that left hand. offensive display, landing that left counter. This is not good strategy. Those punches are doing nothing. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talking about Bud Crawford. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
There's the bell to start round 3. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Catch and shoot with the left counter. Good job.
Come on.
Caution being thrown to the wind. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Nice job landing that left counter punch.
Ouch.
Solid punch. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You could hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift. Beautiful counter punch. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Timing beats speed. Speed beats power. Counter punching.
Yes.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go.
That did hurt.
Talk about Bud Crawford. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
The tricky part of the game is learning the weakness and strength of each fighter. When it comes to stamina, nothing more. I'm just talking about stamina. Some fighters have high stamina, regeneration, and depletion. And to find out who has what can be a little bit tricky unless you try them all, which is not an easy. There are a lot of boxers in the roster, so yeah. I mean, even I did play this one safe, I still got 50% of my stamina depleted in round 3. Weird.
The referee calling for seconds out.
Normal.
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up and get a breather.
Apparently, Crawford doesn't have a high stamina pool and regeneration.
There's the bell to start round 4. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Yes. Nice block.
Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter, who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be. Having second thoughts in the ring.
Good counterpunching for both these athletes.
Come on, block it, damn it.
This is a high-octane battle. Why sit in a pocket when your punches are this slow? Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Missed him with that uppercut.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
You've heard the phrase, finding a second wind. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the
If
world.
I can master
You cheated? Now we're going to find out.
That left counterpunch will score.
Ouch.
Perfect punch.
Come on.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Bud Crawford. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Stamina's gone.
Back into the fray here in round 5. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. That punch landed. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
This can be so frustrating when you're in with such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Nice job landing with that right hand counter. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
This has been a very competitive round between these two. Catch and shoot. This is one of the best rounds I've seen this year. A big left, but doesn't score with it. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Bud Crawford. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
Slow for some reason.
To the judges, it's up to you as a fighter.
I'm trying the right jab, but
On to the 6th round. There's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Why that is slow? I don't understand.
Might want to back out of the pocket here. Look how slow these punches are.
Very slow.
Threw the hook, didn't land. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
I've never seen a fight.
So much firepower here.
Ouch. That hurts.
It appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure. This is one of the best rounds I've seen this year. Why are they throwing punches? They should be playing defense right now. Swing and a miss with the hook. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Bud.
Very slow, very slow.
There's the bell to start round 7. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
When you've got a fast fighter, they will cut you to ribbons, and they know it's a matter of time before either you get desperate or the referee jumps in and saves you. This is a natural gift.
Both want a highlight reel knockout. No rest for the weary. Nice counter punch. You hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym.
See that for right?
They've got to relax.
Nice counter shot.
Very slow.
They have no respect for each other's punching power. Tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Good counter right hand again. Let's talk about Bud Crawford. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
And there's the bell for round 8. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. That punch scores. Old adage is no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Big swing and a miss. Misses with that jab. And nice exchanges from both men in this round. One of these fighters is starting to run out of gas. What do you do with stumbling around on Bambi legs? The Argentine Martinez is down.
Finally.
How can you miss it? Good thing we can watch that all over again.
Destroy the rib cage.
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down. The referee really thinking about stopping it. And the Argentine legend is down. Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
Twice in one round.
So it's onward and upward after another knockout win here.
Knockout victory.
Poor bastard. Hooks, missed hooks. Too many. Well, Crawford was a little bit weird with the right punches. I don't understand why. But, well, okay. I want to do the Woman Revolution. The Woman Revolution. Jones in this welterweight, lightweight. Welterweight, who do we have in welterweight? Norwegian Napoleon. Interesting. Terry Shields. Ah, Shields. Reach 173. 172. 183. 165. 175. Okay. Miss GB versus this Shields. Let's see. Welterweight division. Pro 12-round simulation.
Here we are, getting ready for this showdown between these two fighters. Should be a good one. I'm Todd Grisham. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was gonna miss this.
And now it's time for our tale of the tape. Miss GB. She fights in the welterweight division for this one, weighed in at 149 pounds. She's got a reach of 65 inches and stands 5'8". And in the other corner, it's Clarissa Shields. She's 173 centimeters tall with a reach of 173.
We'll be talking about this fight for years.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing.
This is a weird
In the
arena.
red corner, from Liverpool, England, here is the 5-time champion at 64 kilograms, a 2-time world title challenger, introducing Natasha Jonas. Fighting out of the blue corner, and ladies and gentlemen, here is the 2-time gold medalist from Flint, Michigan, a 3-weight division world champion, and an undisputed women's 154-pound champion of the world, Clarissa Shields.
You can tell both of these fighters are exuding confidence as they touch gloves, and here we go.
When these get in the ring, when the referee's out of the corner, when the cornermen are out, and it's just them in the ring, this is where the action starts. This is where we see
Oops.
the truth.
Well, it is go time, ladies and gentlemen, and you can see there is not a seat to be had for this. These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. Failing to score with that right hook. That punch lands. Coming back to life now, starting to land some punches. So much pre-match drama before this showdown. Who could forget what we saw yesterday at the weigh-in? These two boxers are finally ready to get it on.
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this, they love this, they are born for this. You have other fighters where this would be like the rabbit in the headlights.
They both want a highlight reel knockout. Some nice exchanges from both women in this round. They've avoided catastrophe there.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Nice defense by her on that right hook. It's defend yourself at all times, but this fighter hasn't defended themselves at all. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards.
That was
a very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Good counterpunching for both these athletes. Let's talk about Jonas. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
Okay.
Here we go. It's round 2. She's coming off a fantastic last round. Let's see what she's going to do here. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. She misses with the jab.
Stop stepping.
Good right hand. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up.
That was not me. That was not me.
Caution being thrown to the wind.
Come on, come on.
She can't find a home for that jab. Some nice exchanges from both women in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
That's a scoring left hand. Trying to answer back. Oh, that punch. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters.
Come on.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. That counter shot lands. Let's talk about Jonas. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
On to the third. She's coming off a fantastic last round. Let's see what she's going to do here.
The second one was not actually pressed. See, that's not me. I just pressed it one time.
This is one of the best rounds I've seen this year.
See, I'm not pressing the second one.
You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight.
What is she doing? She's punching air.
This is not good strategy. Those punches are doing nothing. Nice job landing with that right-hand counter. She got out of the way of that right hook. There's a counter shot. That left counter punch will score. And the referee will begin the count. 10 seconds to get up. I don't see any movement here. It looks like this one's going to be over. Wow, let's take another look at that.
Down to a T. Play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over and over again, they've got it.
Ouch.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So they'll make it up, and this fight continues. Caution being thrown to the wind. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. That left counter was perfectly timed. Final 10 seconds here, and it's been a good one. Natasha Jonas in trouble. Let's talk about Jonas. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
You're being put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? She got dropped in the last round. Let's see how she does here. Good counter-punching from both these fighters. This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations, and they throw them non-stop.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
When you've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses, how do you deal with it? This is one of the best rounds I've seen this year. Some nice exchanges from both women in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night.
It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. I thought we were going to see the finish there. That left scores. Good left hand. No rest for the weary. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one.
What's with the punch being thrown in that fashion?
Let's talk about Jonas.
Half a punch,
That
not a
was
full
almost
punch.
a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
As long as they don't get
Stamina is
complacent,
gone.
you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
It's gonna be rough from here.
And there's the bell for round 5. She's coming off a fantastic last round. Let's see what she's going to do here. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed. Might want to back out of the pocket here. Look how slow these punches are. Beautiful. And Miss GB is now in trouble. Some nice exchanges from both women in this round. And now they're right back into the fray.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Nice counter punch.
Jesus Christ, 5
Quick
combo.
punch scores. She blocks that right hook. And wait a minute, a left hand lands. And they got caught. And she goes down. It's not looking good for her right now. Cue up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
You see those punches going over the head? Those are weird punches. Some of them even half done. Yeah, they will be addressed in the next update. I hope. And Nick Fury's down.
Let's talk about Jonas. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
Can make or break a fighter.
I'm going for brute force almost every single round. And the opponent always goes for technicality. Putting me in daze, knocking me down. But that mechanic is mysterious. No one knows how exactly that works. We are just kind of trying to figure it out. Left, right, and you have to get them to land. To daze, as in getting them confused and not knowing where to block and how to block. And that is not an easy thing to do. Because AI is perfect with blocking almost all the time.
Let's start the 6. She got dropped in the last round. Let's see how she does here. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you...
And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. They've avoided catastrophe there. Just missed with that hook. Why aren't they keeping their gloves up? Good counter punch. Some nice exchanges from both women in this round. Natasha Jonas on wobbly legs. That was the moment.
Yeah, that was, but she missed it.
These two fighters are made for one another. Left punch. Nice punch. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Jonas. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious.
Come on, let's finish
Here
it.
we go. It's round 7. She's coming off a fantastic last round. Let's see what she's going to do here. One of these fighters is starting to run out of gas. What do you do as a fighter when you just don't have the energy?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes.
Whoa, wait a minute. What a shot! No, we don't see a knockdown. They both want the knockout. Lands with the right counter. Good counter punching. Good counter right-handed kick. Nice shot with the left.
That was not my punch. Come on. Oh my God.
Huge punch sends her down. The old liver shot will buckle your knees every time, as this replay shows.
Oh my God, the mouth guard went flying. Oh my God.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6.
So they'll make it up, and this fight continues. Whoa, and you saw the balance go. The knees, the foundation, rocked. There it is, the moment she's been looking for. She took the opportunity, and down she goes. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
I don't think she can get up. Yeah, she's decommissioned.
3, 4,
Yeah, stay there.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
Nice. That first knockout was
It happened. You
heavy
saw
one.
it here live. A knockout win. Congratulations.
A knockout victory. That's not a knockout victory. That is somebody saying, I'm here. I've arrived. Try that again. It will happen all over again.
I still love my Sophie. She's fast. Nice. Good game. Good game. Bantamweight. Featherweight. Hold on. Let me check one thing. I want to see who is in the ranked. Because in the ranked mode or in online mode, there are limited number of women. Jonas, Terry. Shield is the best. Bomber, increased damage, power punches, straight punches thrown ahead, flash knockdown chance, power punch, punches in bunches, when thrown, combination of punches, deal 3 from round 8, recover 20 less stamina. Okay, she's gonna suffer stamina wise if you prolong the fight. Smoking left hook. Increased chance of flash knockout. Porn deal with the left hook. That is kind of my weakness. Decreased chance of flanking opponent down with right hook. Yeah, right is my kinda. Katie Terry. Sorry, Tyler. Powerhouse, increased damage, power punch 20%. Reduced damage, normal punches 5%. Second wing after getting up from a knockdown. Deal increased at 40%. Reduced damage for 30 seconds. Increased damage dealt from counter punches. Yeah, counter is not my jam yet. Reduced chance to flash knockdown. Thrown from a counter punch. Okay, let's do one with Tyler. Although I like her. I really, really do. Shield is a powerhouse. Okay, let's try one normal fight with Shield because I want to know. She seems to be a little bit slow, you know. And 170, 160. Terry seems to be very agile. Let's try Terry versus who? Versus Celie. I'm not gonna butcher it. Pro 12-round simulation. Well, just in case we get a fight with an online player, I want to be ready. And since Sophie is not in the online league for some weird reason I don't understand, I don't have a woman fighter. Jonas is good, but she's
What a night we
slow.
expect it to be. We are live at the CompuBox Academy. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
About time too.
It's time now for our tale of the tape. Introducing first, it's Katie Taylor. She's 5'5" tall with a reach of 66.1 inches. And facing across from her, it's the First Lady of Boxing, Cecilia Brækhus. She stands 171 centimeters high with a reach of 170.
There is no
Cecilia
joke about
Brækhus.
this. Someone is going to get hurt, the other is going to get embarrassed. Let's make sure they measure up well.
Cecilia Brækhus. Cecilia Brækhus. First Lady of Boxing. Wonder where she got that title from.
Katie Taylor, one of the best to ever do it, fighting out of Ireland.
We are gonna show some Irish rage.
The First Lady of the fight game, one of the most decorated athletes in the history of the sport.
Look at this. These fighters are so up for it. Look at that.
So now let's go into the ring for the official introductions. Here's the classy Jimmy Lennon Jr.
And she's gonna show me Norwegian.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Bray, Ireland. She became the 8th boxer in history to hold all 4 world titles, a 2-division world champion, and an undisputed women's lightweight champion of the world. Simply the best, Katie Taylor. Fighting out of the blue corner from Bergen, Norway, an undisputed women's welterweight champion of the world, the First Lady of Boxing, Cecilia Brækhus.
Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
Thank you, Todd. You know what? Outside, it's hot. Inside, it's roasted.
What?
One moment. I need to fix something.
a great venue, and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go.
Yeah, Katie's fast, as I suspected.
And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. This is not good strategy. Those punches are doing nothing. You can really feel the buzz in the air tonight. So much hype here in this arena.
You can walk into an arena and be the hero. The pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it off. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Todd. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
Trying to answer back. Some nice exchanges from both women in this round. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down?
It's everything we dreamt of. It's everything we got excited and giddy for. This is what we're here for.
Oh no, Katie Taylor hurt. Looks like they've shaken it off. Back and forth they go. Big shots from both of these fighters. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Katie Taylor. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as a fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Stamina wise, Katie is really good. Didn't lose that much stamina in the first round compared to other boxers I've been playing with.
On to the second round. She's coming off a fantastic last round. Let's see what she's going to do here.
Ouch.
Defense is not an option for these two. She just misses with that big right hand. That one will count. It's all offense all the time. These two fighters are made for one another. Back and forth they go. Some nice exchanges from both women in this round.
A very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
She scores with that right. Might want to back out of the pocket here. Look how slow these punches are. Fantastic punch. Nice punch. Catch and shoot with the left counter. Good job. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Katie Taylor. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
She's been extremely
There's the bell to
defensive.
start round 3. She's coming off a fantastic last round. Let's see what she's going to do here. They better start respecting each other's punching power.
That second punch, I am not doing that.
That left hand misses.
See, again.
Do you believe what we are seeing? She throws the jab, but it doesn't score. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to outthink him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
Some nice exchanges from both women in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Right punch.
Come on.
She got out of the way of that right hook. Swing and a miss with that hook. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Punch, counter punch. Let's talk about Katie.
Let's not.
On to the 4th we go. She's coming off a fantastic last round. Let's see what she's going to do here. Good counter punch. Left counter scores. Stumbling around on Bambi legs. Keeping those gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends as it seems that moment of trouble has passed.
That second punch.
This fighter has determined that they
It's
can
not
walk
me.
through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've been in the ring with fighters like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out of there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands. Some nice exchanges from both women in this round.
Skill for skill, tap.
Oh no, Katie Taylor hurts! And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now. They have no respect for each other's punching powers. They threw the hook, it didn't land. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, this may do it! It's all coming to an end!
Bambi legs are kicking in. Look at those legs. The legs have gone.
No, they are not.
Let's talk about Katie Taylor. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one. On to the 5th we go. She's coming off a fantastic last round. Let's see what she's going to do here.
Why this punch is not being thrown effectively? See?
You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
The problem with having a chin that everybody knows if they hit you, you're hurt, you're gone. You've got to protect that, but you've also got to get your shots off. And they forget, you can bang too.
This fighter has tested their opponent's power and apparently isn't impressed as they continue to walk through all these power shots. And Cecilia Break is now on the brink. Some nice exchanges from both women in this round. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again.
Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. How are they still standing? Great counter right hand there. Good right hand. That counter shot lands. Which fighter will say no mas? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Katie Taylor. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Here we go in the 6th round. She's coming off a fantastic last round. Let's see what she's going to do here. Good counter-punching for both these athletes. The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
What you've got to do, Tony, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
There's a counter shot. The First Lady of Boxing has to go down. How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion.
Destroyed the ribs.
2, 3, 4, 5.
And they're down. Would be wise here to take the full 8 seconds. Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it.
That was brutal.
1,
Nah,
2,
she's done.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay. More?
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down. It's all offense all the time. Katie Taylor took a big shot and has to go down. Let's watch that again in replay from a different angle.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Let's talk about Katie Taylor.
Okay.
A lot of work needs to be done in this corner. 2 knockdowns in the last round.
Unbelievable heart, knocked down twice.
That wasn't me, idiots. It was the other side.
Round 7, here we go. It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs are feeling like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Yeah, see that last one? It's not me.
Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around? That left counterpunch, stumbling around in potholes, in serious trouble. Cecilia Brækhus goes down. And you can see it right here. That body shot sent them down and they weren't getting up.
One, 2,
I don't think so.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
Lights out. Lights out.
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.
Accuracy, power, punch, perfect. That must hurt.
Good game, First Lady. I want to try Shields. And we are gonna go against Jessica. But I still don't understand why this is happening. Let's see how good is Shields. Terry's fast. I like her. Let's see how good is Shields. Terry's fast. I like. Let's see how good is Shields. But I am thinking Shields might be a little bit slower because of the weight.
We've waited a long time for this fight. It's here, and the fighters are good to go. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
Time for our tale of the tape. And introducing first, it's Claressa Shields, one of the greatest to ever do it. She's 5'8" with a reach of 68.1 inches. And standing across from her, Jessica McCaskill. She tipped the scales at 145 pounds even. She's 5'6" tall with a reach of 68.9 inches.
This is it. This is that fight. This is that argument. I don't know what to expect.
Claressa Shields, one of the most avoided fighters in the game and one of the best to lace them up, fighting proudly out of Flint, Michigan, USA. The Cask Killer, Jessica McCaskill, one of the best fighters in the world today, who fights out of St. Louis, Missouri, USA.
This is going to be one hell of a fight.
Well, we're all set. Let's go into the ring for the classy Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, and ladies and gentlemen, here is the two-time gold medalist from Flint, Michigan, a three-weight division world champion, and an undisputed women's 154-pound champion of the world, Claressa Shields. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Chicago, Illinois, here is a women's two-weight division world champion and an undisputed women's welterweight champion of the world, Jessica McCaskill.
So they stare into each other's eyes one final time, touch gloves, and get prepared for battle. So much hype surrounding this fight, and now it is go time.
I say you must obey. Good luck.
Let's see. If she's fast, she's gonna be my favorite.
And we're underway in round
She's kind
one.
of fast. Okay, that second is not mine.
Left punch. Nice counter. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be?
That second, not me. One.
After so much pre-hype fight and social media drama, I can't believe we're actually in the midst of them fighting.
This is not just hype. We are in for something special tonight. What an arena, what an atmosphere, what a build-up.
See, that second is not me.
What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown. Oh, we rarely see McCaskill hurt, but she is now. Some nice exchanges from both women in this round. And right back into the fray.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What did they do? What did they do?
The defense failed them.
I'm not throwing that second one.
A true champion knows how to get out of trouble after they got into trouble, and it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now. Oh, McCaskill might get knocked out. What a massive upset this would be. Jessica McCaskill is down. As you can see, it was a hit to the head that did it. Let's watch it again.
Shield is a savage.
2, 3, 4, 5.
This is round 1. Oh my god.
Let's talk about Shields. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
I love the response though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
Oh my god, look at that. Throw the towel already. %.
On to the second round. She got dropped in the last round. Let's see how she does here. She just misses with that big right hand. Beautiful counter shot. The perfect counter lands. Nice counter shot. And they get out of the way of that left hand.
That second power is not mine.
So much for boxing. This is a fist fight.
The second's not me.
Oh, what a punch. Nice shot with the left. Nice job landing with that right hand counter. Counter right. No rest for the weary. Solid punch. She misses with the jab. So much for defensive abilities. Oh, and that changes everything. And down they go. That punch to the head looks so good live. Let's see it again in slow motion and really appreciate it.
She's literally being butchered.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, come on,
Looks like she's going to survive the round, but just barely. And at some point, the corner needs to think about stepping in here. And the Castilla may have been put out of her misery. It looked great live. How will it look again on slow motion replay?
Even on replay, you can see that extra punch that is being thrown, which is not me. It happens when I do jab and followed by a power hook. I admire her
Let's talk about
perseverance.
Shields. Well, if this trainer has a pep talk, now's the time to use it, as they were dropped twice in the last round.
They believe their fighter has it in the tank.
She's been
The bell
brutalized.
rings and we start the third. Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around?
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs would feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
You don't want to trade shots. What a world championship fight we're seeing, ladies and gentlemen. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. And a counter. They're in trouble. Some nice exchanges from both women in this round. They've avoided catastrophe there.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself.
Can she finish the job? We almost saw a knockout a second ago, and now they're going toe-to-toe. And now going for the finish. I don't believe what we're seeing. Oh, we rarely see McCaskill hurt, but she is now. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Stumbling around in potholes.
Bambi legs are kicking in. Look at those legs. The legs are gone.
Let's talk about Shields. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
That extra punch that it's been thrown destroys the momentum. Forces me to pause and then go after the opponent. I don't know how to avoid this. I really don't know.
Here we go to the fourth round. She's coming off a fantastic last round. Let's see what she's going to do here.
See?
Why aren't they defending? Oh, and she landed a shot and her legs are wobbly again. And right back into the fray. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
Todd, we know one of these fighters can knock you out with a simple jab. They're that powerful.
What is this fighter doing? There's nothing behind these punches. Some nice exchanges from both women in this round. She throws the jab. What a massive upset this would be. And the Caskilla may have been put out of her misery. Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's take another look at it.
Wow, she stood up. Oh my God, she's really tough.
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why. We're always looking for that KO, and we could see an upset right here. The Caskilla goes down. I think that will look even more dramatic in slow motion.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
So time to go celebrate after another knockout win here.
Well, there's no argument right there. You say it. Night, night.
She's a monster. Oh my god, look at that. That was really brutal. Really, really brutal. I was not expecting Shield to be that powerful. Let's see if we can get a match in the women's division. League Championship. I hope so. I really like to play with an online player in women's division. This would be the first. Someone joins. Speed is 88. 90 heart.
We getting down with the sound of the old school vibe. Keep it alive with my tribe survive. Everybody know we gon' do it.
Left.
Like this. Come on, everybody don't stop, don't quit.
Right hook. Left, right hand power 83. Huh. And I've been using the weak hand all this time. Her left is more powerful than the right. Jabs 94. Ouch. She has a powerful jab. Power punching. Counter punching. Stamina regeneration is good. No one is online. I think they underestimate the women's division. They think it's easy. Just think about how much training they are putting in. The amount of the work, the endurance trainings, the strength training. That body doesn't build itself. I mean, just think how much effort, energy they're burning every single day to keep that fighting shape, stay in a fighting shape. While we are doing nothing, they are like pushing iron, lifting iron, kicking iron, punching iron. It's not easy. An athlete's lifestyle is strict. It might be the most precise lifestyle ever in the world. When they wake up, when they eat, when they sleep, what they do, what they don't do, everything is measured to the centimeter, even millimeter. They literally worship their body like a temple to keep their fighting style and fighting readiness at its absolute peak. Especially in a sport like boxing that requires a strong head, strong heart. It's even doubly more important because, you know, this is a sport that deals with damage to the body. You are coming to hurt your opponent. It's not football that you are kicking a ball, catching a ball, throwing a ball. No one is hurting you there. You're just playing with your ability with your foot and your mental awareness of your surrounding, spatial awareness of your stadium. But here, this is about hurting and being hurt. How much hurt you can take and how much hurt you can inflict. So you have to become an iron temple. But still, one thing that I always loved about boxing, even though it can be about sheer power, sheer brute force, it's also about technicality. How effectively you deliver your punches to, you know, put your opponent in a confused state, where the punches are coming from. Because when you get hit in the head, I have been hit in the head when I was a child, and when that happens, your brain goes wobbly and you lose full understanding of your surrounding for a few seconds. In the boxer's case, it could be in a millisecond, but still, that millisecond, if you don't come to your senses really quick and block it and get out of that situation, the next punch is gonna put you in a complete state of unawareness and unconsciousness. No one is playing with the ladies. Well, we are gonna go junior in their asses. Mr. Roy Jr., the legend, the man, the big puncher. Come on, come on. Who wants a little taste of Junior? God. It's a really hard transition to go from one style of punch into another. I was really getting into the way Shields was throwing punches. Now, Jones has a completely different fighting style, especially with the left hook and the right hook. The positioning is the differentiating factor. Where you have to be when you are throwing the punch, how close you have to be to the opponent when you are throwing your punches for them to land effectively. That's the big difference. And trust me, no matter how much you train and practice, that still becomes a big factor. I promise you Red Dead Redemption and State of Decay 2, but sadly my mouse is not cooperating. It keeps disconnecting, so I don't know. It's gonna be extremely frustrating when I play those games, although I can play both those games with a controller. We have a match. Let's see who is it. Alvarez. Sugar. Huh. This is gonna... Oh my god, the ping time already is bad. Look how long it takes to load the game. I lost my first online game to Ryan Rhodes. Why the fight is not starting? This is new. Stuck in a loading loop. Huh. Maybe the other player left. And if I leave, I'm gonna get low priority warning. This is not good.
These two have certainly talked the talk. Now they've got to walk the walk.
Oh,
Next to me, of
Junior.
course, is Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
Time for our... It's Roy Jones. Roy Jones.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing.
Expectations are sky high for this fight. Will it live up to the hype we're about to... These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. Good left hand. A perfect counter shot. You don't want to trade shots. And he fails to score with that left hook. Well, I hope you brought your sunglasses because we're fighting outside, and what a main event this should be.
In such heat, the cornermen need to be able to do their job. Think about what they're doing. One to cool you down, one to ice you back, one to give you instructions in your head, and one to just calm you to tell you what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong. Because that's the most important thing. Forget about the heat. Forget about everything else.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Both men step back for just a moment. He threw the hook, didn't land. Good counter left hand there. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. This is one of the best rounds I've seen. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Punch, counter punch. That counter shot lands. Let's talk about Jones Jr. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
So they don't get going.
On to the second round. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Good counter punching for both these athletes. There's a counter shot. A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Both men step back for just a moment. Nice job landing with that right-hand counter. Nice offensive display landing that left counter. Nice exchange here from both men. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster.
Totally impressed. You know what? You got skill. You got... Oh, my goodness. I admire these guys.
This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Nice job landing that left counter punch. Let's talk about Jones Jr. Talk about a one-sided... And there's the bell for round 3. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going. He got out of the way of that right hook. Both of these fighters have the conditioning to go the distance, no problem. They also have the power to end this with one punch.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamorous is a heavyweight, but the middleweight, it's the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace, you can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at a middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history book.
Left punch. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. And he just misses with that jab.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
He just misses with that big right hand. They got out of the way of that right hook. That left counter punch will score. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Jones Jr. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
This is big time for once.
And there's the bell to start round 4. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
What the hell is that animation?
How do they use this fighter's aggression against them? Beautiful counter punch. They both want a highlight reel knockout. He missed with that jab. The perfect counter lands. This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations and they throw them non-stop.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Jones Jr. And the round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close. And there's the bell to start round 5. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here. Why aren't they defending? Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Score. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? It's bombs away. Good counter punching. Big left there, but misses. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Jones Jr. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond. And there's the bell to start round 6. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Good counter right hand again. This fighter has tested their opponent's power and apparently isn't impressed as they continue to walk through all these power shots.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. No power in those punches.
A very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
It's defend yourself at all times, but this fighter hasn't defended themselves at all. That left counter was perfectly timed. Lucky that hook didn't score. Still waiting for this fighter to show some defensive ability. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Jones Jr. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see if...
He has to be hurting.
Here comes round 7. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Great counter right hand there. The old adage is no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
He misses with that jab. Nice counter shot with the right hand. A big left, but doesn't score with it. He gets out of the way of that left hand. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. One of these fighters is starting to run out of gas. What do you do as a fighter when you just don't have the energy?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want. What can they change? They can change their attitude. They can change their nervous system for a certain amount of punches per round. Because otherwise, if they deviate from the game plan, they're going to be shattered once again and the fight will be over.
Trying to answer back. And they get out of the way of that left hand. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Jones Jr. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt. Round 8, and we're off again. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Left hook just missed. Counter right. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
The problem with having a chin that everybody knows if they hit you, you're hurt, you're gone. You've got to protect that, but you've also got to get your shots off. And they forget, you can bang too.
There's a right hand. These two are the perfect dance partners. He blocks the right uppercut. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Beautiful counter shot. You'd like to see this fighter protect themselves a little better. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. They exchange punches. Let's talk about Jones Jr. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned? There's the bell to start round 9. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get caught to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside post-round.
And a counter left. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. And he misses with that jab. Good left counter that lands. They threw the hook. It didn't land. Oh, and he caught him clean. Is this the beginning of the end?
No, it's not.
I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least. And he just missed with that left jab. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Jones Jr. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as a fighter, and the tournament's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get.
This is the 10th. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed. Good counter punch. That left scored. What a nightmare scenario. I don't believe what we're seeing here. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics sometimes to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in. Missed This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Jones Jr. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
He's gone. I'm telling you, he's gone. Jump up.
Let's start 11. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Big right hand just misses. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when a billion ring with fights like that, and you punch them, you just want to win. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Left counter scores. Catch and shoot with the left counter. Good job. That punch scores. These two were made for each other. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Lands with the right counter. Big swing and a miss. Nice counter punch. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Nice counter shot. Nice counter shot. Let's talk about Jones Jr. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
Dominance, without a doubt,
I forgot not to play with Troy Jones Jr. RJJ.
And there's the bell to start round 12. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. And now it's him that's in trouble. And it appears, well, the corner has thrown in the towel, and that will do it. The fighter not happy, but those are the rules. And that is that. They surrender. This is over.
They don't like that. Listen to it. Oh, listen to that. When he gets back to the gym, his team is going to give him hellfire. This is what you work on as a fighter.
What happened? He didn't surrender. He was playing. Something is wrong. I think something is wrong. Sugar Daddy. Sugar Ray, let's say. I still don't understand what happened between how that can happen. While he was throwing a punch, surrendered. I think network got disconnected or something. Well, thank God I have all these events live recorded, both on Twitch and YouTube. So if they need to be rewatched again for feedback or whatever, they're there on YouTube, live streamed. Someone fight me, please. Thank you. Jessica McSkill got hammered.
I'm Todd Grisham. The crowd cannot wait to witness this one. There's nothing quite like a fight at the Empire Fight Camp. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
What? Lost connection. What the hell is this? What happened? Everything is okay. My ping time is okay. What the heck was that? No, the net health is okay. Come on. Let's fight. I like to do a heavyweight, but I don't like to be matched against Wilder and be spammed to death. You don't even need to spam with Wilder. He has powerful punches. With that reach, OMG, stay out. Please, no daylight. Okay, the game is loading. Something is wrong on the servers, and I think because the stream health and the net quality and ping time, everything, I checked it, everything is okay.
They could have picked anywhere to fight, but they chose this. I'm Todd Grisham. There's no other venue like it. Welcome inside the Grand Theater. Alongside me, English fighting legend Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world, the fighters. This is just one of those things.
It's time for our tale of the Sugar Ray Robinson. Many consider him to be the greatest fighter in the history of this sport. Inducted into the International Hall of Fame in 1990, he fights out of Harlem, New York. Roy Jones Jr. He won world titles at 4 different weight classes, including the heavyweight championship of the world.
This is going to be an intense stare-off before the fight starts.
And now we toss it up to the world-renowned ring announcer, Mr. Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This should be good.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from New York, here is one of boxing's all-time greats with 174 wins in his 201 fights. a welterweight champion of the world, a 5-time middleweight champion of the world, introducing Sugar Ray Robinson. Fighting out of the blue corner from Pensacola, Florida, here is a middleweight, a super middleweight, a light heavyweight, and a heavyweight champion of the world, Roy Jones Jr.
Welcome inside this unique environment, a beautiful theater, ready for a fist fight.
You walk in a place like this, you can hear every murmur, every splutter, every insult, every boo, every cheer. These are the maker or breaker. Total place of the fighting.
Expectations are sky high for this fight. Will it live up to the hype? We're about to find out. We're expecting an all-out offensive display. And he just missed with that left jab. A perfect counter shot. There's a scoring blow. The audience absolutely right on top of you in this very special environment here.
This is that place you want to say, I fought there, I've been there, and now we are here.
He threw the hook, didn't land. Quick punch scores. Lands with the right counter. Both men step back for just a moment. This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Robinson. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Is he gonna bore me to death? Come on.
Here we go. It's round 2. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Oh no, I got... What the hell?
A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
If you're fighting a counter puncher who's got a dummy shot, make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching you every move.
What the hell is this?
This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Yeah, I can't move. This is a weird bug.
Robinson got bugged there. Oh. And they're down, trying to make it up before 10 as the referee continues the count.
So unfair.
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down. He hit him. He made... So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Let's talk about Robinson. A lot of work needs to be done. And there's the bell to start round 3. They've got to be feeling confident now after what happened last round.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? And twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Nice job landing that left counter punch. There's a right hand. Good counter punch. Looks like this fighter did not work on defense this training camp. When you've got two evenly matched fighters in this weight class, it sometimes comes down to who's in big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
They won't give us a second to catch our breath. He just got caught. He just got caught. He somehow weathered the storm.
How did he do that?
Both men step back for just a moment. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Catch and shoot. Let's talk about Robinson. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Back at it in round 4. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going. When you've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses, how do you deal with it?
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations, and they throw them non-stop. Corner's got the towel. Are they going to throw it in? How did they not go down? Nice counter shot. Nice exchange here from both men. Nice counter punch. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tell. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
He's rolled the dice. He's coming up aces here, but can he seal the deal? Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Robinson. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
I can't hold my own. Although there is a delay with punch registration, which is weird. He beat me pretty bad in the round that I could not move. The glitched round.
And there's the bell for round 5. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Good left counter that lands. That counter shot lands. And he fails to score with that left hook. Oh, that punch. Got out of the way of that right hook. Nice counter shot. A chance to make history. I thought that was the end, but here we go again. Back into the fire. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want. Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
He gets out of the way of that left hand. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. There's a counter shot. Counter right. Let's talk about Robinson. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry? This is the beginning of round 6. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Beautiful counter shot. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
No stamina, no injury, but still throwing punches. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift. Left counter scores. Both men step back for just a moment. Sugar Ray Robinson just got rocked.
What the hell? What happened? I did not do that taunt move.
Let's talk about Robinson. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge. Round 7, here we go. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything full battle because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Nice punch.
Something is wrong with this match.
You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
What can they change? They can change their attitude. They can change their nervous system to a certain amount of punches per round. Because otherwise, if they deviate from the game plan, they're going to be shattered once again and the fight will be over.
Nice offensive display, landing that left counter. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
At some point, the corner has to say you're done. And right back into the fray. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Robinson. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
And we enter the 8th round. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Good counter left hand there. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you? Good counter punching from both these fighters. He just misses with that big right hand. And a counter left. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You could hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot. Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when he catches.
Beautiful counter punch. And that's exactly where he doesn't need to be. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Great counter right hand there. Let's talk about Robinson. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they... Both fighters starting to get tired as we start round 9. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. That right hook catching air. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Which fighter will say no mas? Whoa! Whoa, wait a minute! What a shot! We almost saw a knockout a second ago, and now they're going toe-to-toe. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas, over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them skin and go for speed.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
A very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Oh, what a punch! Not many of the people in the division hit like them. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Robinson. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round. This is the 10th. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
So that left lands. Catch and shoot with the left counter. Good job. Missing with the hook. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Looking to land the hook.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Nice job landing with that right-hand counter. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's so hard to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
That hook, you know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Robinson. After what we saw in that last... Here we go in the championship rounds, round 11. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. That left hand misses. Big right hand just misses. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you can't think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
Hey, those punches add up. These two are the perfect dance partners. Missing with the hook. stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Robinson got buzzed there. He's in...
Ouch. I'm dead.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Son of a gun. Bored me to death.
Not many people would have predicted it, but...
Look at that. It's too cut. Gee. I couldn't get him to knock down. I mean, online is so weird these days. You don't know what punch is being registered, what it's not. My finger is numb, guys. Ouch. It locks you into a single type of fighting style. And because that's the safest. You don't know what other punches are, being registered. And because of the latency issue, some of those technical punches that you normally throw in the normal single player mode, you just can't risk them because the weird animation happening, which you can see if you paid attention. I'm sure you saw them. The arm goes weird, like ends or whatever, and when that happens, you get a counter shot with extra damage. I tried that, and then I saw, okay, this is not working. I cannot play normally what I do in single player. So you stick to a single risk-free or less risky fighting style, which is extremely boring. I don't like it. I don't want to play like that. But yeah, there is this ping issue. Punches are not being thrown properly and not registering properly. I mean, if that is the case, they really have to do something about the online server problem. Because even when I was like 2 full meters away from Lewis, goddammit, Junior, I got punched. Invisible punch. I was 2 meters away from the fighter. In my screen, I was seeing it, but in his screen, he was like probably in front of me or something. And that really makes you be afraid, It puts you in a panic mode. Not a scared panic, but you're just don't want to risk it because, oh my God, the punch is being registered 2 meters away. What the hell am I going to do? So let's try less risk-free mode. Let's throw jabs. I'll kill me. And there are these glitches that in the second round I didn't have a control. The game, it has happened in previous streams as well in online mode. Somehow, the controller fully stops from working. This was the first time that even the movement stopped working. In the previous glitches, the bug completely disabled the buttons and everything else except the movement stick. Everything else was off. But in this one, this was a new bug. I completely lost control of my controller. Funny. Yeah, this is not gonna fly. And also, this way of fighting extremely puts strain on your fingers because you are playing tense, not relaxed. You don't play your normal style, and that is making you feel strained, especially your fingers. Right now, my pinky is crying and cursing me. Alright, you're gonna get better. I'm sorry. Ouch! It really hurts, guys. And these 2 matches that I did online were actually kind of good ping time. I mean, we actually had a green ping time online match. That's interesting. 12 wins, 17 loss. I also have a draw, but I don't know why it is not registered. I even have. Oh, that was an offline game. Yeah. Out of like 200 matches that I've played so far, I only seen once to for a match to end in a draw. But that's gonna be it for today with Undisputed. And I'm gonna allow my finger to rest a little bit before it breaks. And we are gonna start doing Alan Wake 2 finale. I'm sure we are in the final stage. And then I was going to showcase, Ready or Not. I really want to play that game. A lot of buzz around it. But since my mouse is not working properly, I'm scared to play it. But maybe we give it a shot. We will see. And also, State of Decay seasonal event. God, kill me! And I'm not in a State of Decay vibe, you know. That game has this specific type of game style, which I am not in sync with right now. I've been playing different games, and that one game has a totally different vibe. Imagine I start playing Mountain Blade. Totally different play style and all that. So, yeah, I don't know. Although I really want to try the new Horde mode that they introduced to the State of Decay 2. And there is Shadow of War. I want to start with the latest update and everything. But let's finish Alan Wake. I am extremely limited with the hardware space. And these new games that are coming up, they are only playable on an SSD. And when I built this my PC, SSD was extremely expensive, guys. I mean, you could buy 8 terabyte of HDD, a premium HDD like Western Digital Caviar Black, which is not produced these days. That was like and is still the premium best HDD in the entire world. You could buy 8 terabyte of Caviar Block Western Digital for 1 terabyte of SSD from Samsung Evo Pro. But now SSDs are cheaper, but I am now at a very bad financial situation because it's a long story. Sad, very sad. What is the word for I didn't inflict this pain on me? It was inflicted upon me. I forgot. But yeah, whatever I have, I'm pouring into the internet bandwidth. I'm buying like, I don't know, $200 worth of bandwidth or traffic limit every month to stream. God, I would be super lonely if I stopped being able to stream. I'm serious, guys. I'm completely unable to play video games without streaming. It's not about streaming. I don't care that I'm gonna get like 1 billion followers or whatever. I'm not doing that because of that. That is like a passive goal in there. That's not my real goal. My real goal is that I am sharing moments with someone else, with you guys. When you watch, when you comment, when you say something, I feel engaged. I feel I'm with you in the room. We're playing it together and enjoying it together. That is the real goal that I'm going for. And when I'm not able to stream, I feel like I'm all alone. And if I'm being honest with you guys, since I started streaming, I have not played any game outside of stream. That has to be a record. Not a single game. Not even a minute of any game while the stream button was not pushed. I hope to grow this family of my lovely gamers. I love to have you all sharing these moments together. Like a community of the like-minded people enjoying the games and being critical about them, thinking about them, talking about them, enjoying them, and seeing something awe-inspiring. Oh my god, did you see that? That was crazy cool. That is my intention. That is what I'm going for. But if I could, I mean, if I had some financial support or if I had some budget, I really need to replace 3 things immediately. 4 things: a mouse, a keyboard, a microphone, and if I had a bigger budget, I would replace my PC, which is 8-year-old, and Alan Wake shows it. You can see how a low frame rate Alan Wake is. It's unplayable almost, but I'm trying to get to know the story. So, yeah, it's mostly about you guys. 99% is about you. Thank you for being there. Thank you for being with me. I hope you enjoy the stream, and I hope you forgive me for low quality stream and low quality microphone, voice, or sound. I'm trying to do the best. Single monitor. Everything is like broken, just like myself. But at least I hope, even with this very low quality streams and content, you find something interesting and enjoyable. Hoping for the day that I can actually deliver high quality content and bring out the artistic side of me, that it is there, but it's restrained by the limitations of my current situation, my hardware, my software, and everything. But we will get there. I'm not losing hope. I haven't lost hope for a long time. Not gonna start now. A big shout out for those who have been there for me. I don't want to name their names. I don't think they would like it. But there are 2 people in this entire world that I owe them a great deal, especially one of them. Someone I would call by name. I owe him everything. And if I had a single wish in this entire world, is I would do everything to make him the happiest person in this entire world or universe. He did a lot for me, and I want to repay that by any means necessary. That is my biggest goal in this life, to be honest, because I kinda have given up on everything else. Almost. But that is the hope that keeps me alive. That one day I will be able to repay an enormous kindness bestowed upon me by that person. You know who you are if you're watching. Thank you. That help 8 years ago, 9 years ago, kept me alive until this day. I need another injection. I hope it comes. But right now, I'm just trying to make quality content for you guys so we can enjoy things even more with style. With that, I apologize for talking too much. So many things I like to discuss and share with you, so you would have some context and better understand what's going on. But again, I'm sorry I talked too much. Stay tuned, as I'm gonna prepare the finale of the Alan Wake 2 so we can delete it and get to understand what the hell is going on in that game. It has an interesting and intriguing story, and I am shocked why there's no many no many no many. That's just the world of the year for 2024. No many. There's no one talking about this game. Oh my god. No many. Oh dear. Okay, don't turn it into a meme, please. But yeah, I haven't seen anyone talking about Alan Wake 2. Maybe they don't understand it because it has a complicated storyline. I don't know. Still, I wish I had the computer and the hardware to play it at 60 FPS. Alright, I'm gonna set it up. Until then, stay frosty and enjoy life wherever you are. No matter the time zone, region, everything. I love you all. I will be right back. Stay frosty and stay tuned till I come back. Neo, out for now.